have not filmed this video for 4 years, and finally I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna give you the whole rundown. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have a story time for you, and it is something that I've been wanting to tell the story of for 4 years, but I have put it off, not for any reason in particular, just because I didn't know if you were interested. But ever since literally starting my channel, every question that I've ever got is, tell the story of how you met Zoella, tell the story of how you bake cakes with Zoella, how did you meet Zoella, all of these kind of questions. So I thought I would give you a proper sit down and chat. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but maybe grab a snack, because I reckon it could be long. My tan is like gradually fading, which is why I look so patchy and weird, and we are also sat on my mum's bedroom floor. Okay, so to actually start this story, I need to start way back in like 2014. I had a Zoella fan account for years, like actual years, as I'm sure most people did back in that year. I had a Zoella fan account. It was called @ZoellaSConverse. If you followed it back then, thank you. Yeah, so I had a Zoella fan account. It was @ZoellaSConverse, and I was a regular on that account. Like, I wasn't just like a half-assed fan account. I went full in every time. Like, I was like a full-blown stan basically at this point. So I was a full-blown Zoella stan. I literally watched every single video she'd ever uploaded ever on the platform in her life. And basically I had a fan account, I had friends on the fan account, and I was in so many like Zoella group chats and things like that. So I was quite an active fan. And I had this account for like three years maybe, because I kind of switched fandoms a lot. Like, I was a Bethany Motor fan account, I was a Meredith Foster fan account, and I was a Zoella fan account. So my Zoella fan account was like arguably the biggest. I had like, I think I had 3,000 followers when I was a fan account. I was gassed as, because like as a fan account, one of your main aims is to like grow, and to get 3,000 as a fan account, I was so gassed. So yeah, basically yada yada yada, I was a fan account, and I was a very active fan account. I got lots of Zoe notices, which I liked to make note of. I had like she liked my tweets, she'd like reply to some of them. She followed me back once, which was very exciting for me. I was so happy with that. So yeah, basically just your average fan account. And then it got to, I think it was 2015, and she was launching her book. So it was the first girl online book, and she had a competition going on Twitter with Penguin Platform, which are the publishers of her book. Now, Penguin Platform basically like sent out a tweet and was like, retweet this for a chance to bake cakes with Zoe. And obviously as a fan account, you see that and you get so happy. So I was really excited, and I didn't think I'd win. I genuinely didn't. Like, I just kind of retweeted it on a whim and forgot that I'd even retweeted it. And then I think it got to like 2-3 months later, and this is when it all went down. So I got back from school one day, and I think I was in like year 9 at this point, which is crazy because that was so young. Yeah, so I got back from school and I went onto Twitter, as you do when you get back from school. And I went onto Twitter, and I just remember seeing, like, someone tweeted me saying, Penguin Platform followed you, which means you must have won. Congrats. And I was like, who are Penguin Platform? And won what? Because by this point I'd completely forgotten the competition. I'd forgot anything. So I was just kind of confused as to what I'd won and to who Penguin Platform were. So then I went and I saw that Penguin Platform had followed me, and I clicked on their profile and I remembered that they were Zoe's publishers. So then I was like, oh, what have I won? Because I didn't remember the competition. I think there was competitions for a free giveaway of the book as well, so I maybe thought it was one of those. So I was just thinking, you know what, if I've won a book, that's sick. So then I look in my DMs, and I don't know if I'll still have the DM. Let me have a look. So I don't actually have the DM from Penguin anymore, but I will put like screenshots of the emails we had, because we did have emails like going. I have the emails with them. So I was sent an email on, this was Monday the 7th of September 2015, and I was sent an email saying, Dear Lizzie, Lizzie spelt wrong, may I just say, it's with an IE. Congratulations on winning a place at our cupcake party with Zoe Zug, aka Zoella, in Brighton on September the 20th, 2015. Please could you confirm the following details? So then I had to send like my age, like date of birth, stuff like that. And basically it was saying that the dress code is casual, the event is at a secret location in Brighton for 2 hours long. you will receive 1 free copy of the book. The event may be filmed or photographed, which it was, which we will get into later. But basically it was just an email like that, just the general like, send us your info, all of this. So I remember just kind of sitting on my bed and being like, how have I done this? Like, how did I win this? So I remember running downstairs to my mum and being like, I've won a place at the cupcake party, like I'm gonna meet Zoella. And my mum was just kind of like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, why? And she was not on board, I'll tell you that. She did not want me to go. Originally, she said no, because no one could take me to Brighton. I had to have a chaperone because I was under 18. And it was just like a very weird scenario. But then my sister offered to take me, which was nice of her. And then my mum decided to come in the end anyway. So my mum gave me the go ahead. I could send my details. And I sent my details to the woman, and then basically just had like back and forth emails, just discussing like emails. They said to look out for the email with the location closer to the time. I asked if we could take pictures with Zoe and things like this. And yeah, it was all very exciting. Like, for a fan account, I was so gassed. And obviously as a fan account you have all these like mutuals and stuff that are always really happy for you, so everyone was tweeting me, and it was just a really nice time. And I remember literally like calling my friends and being like, holy shit, like I'm meeting Zoella. And not one of them believed me, of course. And then it got to the day of meeting Zoella. So I was on the train to Brighton, and previous to like actually meeting her, we had a group chat with like all of the winners. Or like a couple of the winners. We had a group chat and we were like getting to know each other, because obviously there was about, I think there was about 10 of us that had won. And we didn't want to be like all awkward around each other, so we did make a group chat, we did get to know each other. And if you have watched my channel since the very, very, very beginning, you may remember Matthew. Now, Matthew was my bestest YouTube internet friend because of this cupcake party, and me and Matthew never went a day without speaking. We were literally like this, and I still have so much love for him, and honestly I miss him so much because we have drifted, which is really sad. But yeah, I have a lot of love for Matthew, and I also have a lot of gratitude towards him, because I wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for Matthew. I don't think I'd have even done this if it wasn't for Matthew, because he did it way before me. So Matthew, if you're watching, I still love you very much, and thank you. So basically we'd all been chatting, and we were chatting when we were on the train, on the like group chat and things, and this was like a 3-hour train for me because it's Nottingham to Brighton, so you have to, it's quite a long train, and I think it was the longest train I'd ever been on. So me, my mum and my sister set off. I did my makeup on the train, I remember, and I was so stressed about it going wrong, even though it always looked wrong because I was 15. I didn't know how to do my makeup. I still don't. So yeah, we were on the train, and I remember tweeting Zoe and being like, on my way to the cupcake party, can't wait to see you. And she actually replied, and I remember being so gassed that she knew that I was coming. So yeah, then we were just on the train, we got to Brighton, and we got to Brighton pretty early, and we had time to kind of just have a look around, because this was the first time any of me or my family had been to Brighton. My dad wasn't there, unfortunately, he was at work. But yeah, it was the first time we'd ever been to Brighton, so we had a little look around. I think we went to a Costa to get some lunch, and then by the time we'd eaten, it was time to go to the location, which I can't remember what it was called, but if I can I will like put it on screen. And we were walking to the place, and me, my mum and my sister got very confused because we'd never been to Brighton. We didn't know the way around. We kind of didn't know where we were going, if I'm honest. We had no clue. And I was getting stressed because little old me just wanted to go and bake cakes with my idol, and we were getting lost, and they said that if you were late you wouldn't be allowed in. So obviously 15-year-old me is very stressed out. And then I just see this light blue Mini drive. I don't know if the angle's just changed, my SD card got full. But yeah, so as I was saying, I was really stressed, we were lost, I didn't know what was going on. And then I just see this light blue Mini drive past. And in the car, it's Zoe. So we decided to follow the car because she's clearly going to the place. So me, my mum and my sister are just following where the car went. And we finally get to the place. I think I was one of the last people to arrive in the end. And I go in and I see Matthew and Kim, and it's all very exciting because obviously we're internet friends meeting for the first time, so it was a very exciting time. Kind of just get in and getting to know each other and stuff like that. And then we get told by the people there that Zoe is here. So obviously we are terrified. And then she kind of just like comes through the back, like kind of floats through, and just kind of says hi to everyone, like introduces herself, even though she doesn't really have to introduce herself because that's what we were there for. And she just asks us like where we've all come from, things like this. And she was honestly, I know that if you're watching this video you're wanting to see like beef and like drama, but honestly she was lovely. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that she was a bitch, because she wasn't. She was really nice. Although very, very small. I did not realise how small she was. She is tiny, like absolutely tiny. So she kind of walked in and we all had the initial like little fangirl moment. And then, what happened then? Basically it was time to start like baking. So we didn't actually bake the cakes, we decorated them. So we got given like a box of 9 cakes each, and I think there was like red velvet, chocolate and vanilla. And then we got lessons on how to decorate them. Now, this was the point where Zoe starts vlogging. And I didn't know that she was going to vlog. None of us knew that she was going to vlog. We were warned that there might be photography and videography, but we weren't told that it was going to be vlogging. So, unfortunately, this day is still on YouTube for everyone to go and watch here. And basically, the way that I was positioned meant that I was in this vlog for a lot of the vlog, which I didn't expect. So there is a moment in this vlog that actually physically pained me to watch, where she's kind of like showing the woman doing her icing like techniques. I try to move out of the way so that the camera woman behind me can get pictures, but instead we both move at the same time and I move in the way of her, and Zoe literally zooms in on that moment, and it has haunted me since. I will insert it.
So I'll show you the Mr. Whippy piping technique then.
Yeah, so that was awkward, but we kind of just decorated the cakes. It went really well. Zoe was like vlogging and chatting to everyone at the same time. I didn't really speak to her too much in this bit because I was like at the other side of the table and I was terrified. So I was kind of just stood with Matthew, and me and Matthew were just kind of having a laugh. So then we decorated the cakes, we finished them, we put them all down, and then it was time for tea. So obviously we sat down for tea, which I didn't know we were going to do, but apparently we were having tea as well. So we kind of sat down, and then Zoe sat there, Matthew sat there, I sat there. So then Zoe vlogged us again and asked us if we were hungry, to which me and Matthew both replied,
yes. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Yeah. So yeah, and then there was a knock at the door and we were kind of like, who the hell is that? Like, what? Then in walks the king of the Tories himself, Alfie Days. He is massive, like absolutely massive. We didn't know that we were going to be seeing Alfie and Poppy and Sean that day. We were just expecting Zoe, and then they kind of just walked in. Obviously at the time I loved Alfie, so I was gassed. Yeah, so basically they walked in and then they kind of just stood there. Me and Matthew awkwardly asked Alfie for a selfie, which I will insert here. It was very awkward. I just kind of turned to him and was like, can we take a picture? And he did say yes, and just kind of took a picture, walked away, carried on with everyone else. And then yeah, so they came and we were having tea. The tea wasn't, I don't actually remember eating anything. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember eating anything at the tea. I don't know what I ate, but I don't remember eating anything. So we did that, and then it was time for pictures and stuff. So we all kind of queued up to take pictures with Zoe, and we kind of just like lined up against this wall and took them. I'll insert them on screen everywhere. I was terrified. I really wanted to make sure I looked peng out of 10 in these pictures, which I obviously didn't because I was like 14. After the pictures with Zoe, we basically sat down for like a little Q&A sesh, where she just kind of sat and spoke to us for a little bit. And honestly, I think it was the longest 2 hours of my life. Like, it went so slow, which is crazy because normally when you meet people like this, it goes so fast. Sat down for like a Q&A session kind of thing. And this was everyone's time to ask Zoe questions. So me being the little beg that I was, my one question for Zoe was, do you know me from Twitter? Oh God. I asked her, do you know me from Twitter, and showed her my profile. And she did what most people do if you don't remember someone, and when, oh yeah, she didn't have a clue who I was, but that made me so gassed. So yeah, everyone was just kind of like asking her questions and stuff. There was a lot of questions about the book, a lot of questions about like YouTube, stuff like that. I did ask a question about YouTube and like how she got into it and stuff, and she basically told me to do it. So here we are, I did it 4 years later, which is weird to think that that is the reason that I did it, but here we are. Me, my mum and my sister met up again and went to sit on the beach and just kind of sat there. Zoe then tweeted, I think I was in the train station, in Brighton Station, and Zoe tweeted me out of nowhere. I didn't tag her in anything, I didn't at her in anything. She just kind of tweeted me and was like, it was so nice, I'll see if I can put it on screen here. It was something like, it was so nice to see you, hope you enjoyed the cakes. And by this point, me and my mum and my sister were so stressed out because we had missed our train. And there was like no other trains that we could get on because we'd booked onto one specific, and the people at the train station were being obviously really strict about it. So we were stressing out. I had just dropped a whole bottle of water on one of the train conductor's shoes by accident because I was that stressed and tired and overwhelmed by everything. I just chucked a bottle of water over his feet by accident. So yeah, that happened. That was fun. And then basically I saw that tweet and I was shaking. I was so shook. We got on the train, I was still texting like Matthew and everyone, looking at the pictures, like posting the pictures everywhere, and then got home that night. I remember feeling very sick on that train home, like awful, and I remember just kind of sleeping the whole way. We got home and I did have school in the next morning, but I woke up the next morning and Skyped school, which I don't recommend doing, bad decisions. But yeah, so I Skyped school the next morning because it was a Monday morning. And I remember waking up to see a notification and it said, Pointless blog, liked your Instagram post. So basically Alfie had liked the picture of me and him, which then obviously triggered another like fangirl moment. And then I saw a tweet from Zoe saying that she vlogged and that it was going to be up at 5 PM. And I knew that this was the vlog that I was in. I knew it. I just knew it. So at 5 PM I am sat there, I am so excited. Zoe uploads the vlog. And I see that I am smack bang in the middle of the thumbnail, just right there. And I was so gassed, like so gassed. So obviously you can see bits in the vlog. I'll leave the vlog like linked somewhere so you can go and laugh at my awkwardness for as long as you like. Yeah, so that happened. She kind of vlogged it. I was in the vlog a lot. And then, yeah, I guess that's kind of the whole story. So yeah, that's the story that a lot of you have been asking me for a while. It's not that interesting of a story, but a lot of you have wanted to know what went down, like how it was and stuff. But overall, I would just say that she was very nice. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to pretend like she was some massive bitch. She wasn't. She was really nice. And it was a nice day, and it was a day that I will remember for a long time because it was kind of the start of this for me. So yeah, it was very exciting. That's the story time. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know if you do want more story times from me because I have a lot of interesting stories. Like very interesting stories. So do let me know what kind of story times you want to see, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye.